Now on CoastTV News.
Georgetown flag controversy as the mayoral vote looms. Angie Townsend's Confederate flag comments spark uproar. What this means for tomorrow's election.
Debunking myths about homelessness, the Springboard Collaborative trying to change perspective in Sussex County.
Saying goodbye to Roses, a local favorite closing its doors after 45 years. We'll take you inside the store's final day and reflect on its impact on the community.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Both candidates for Georgetown mayor speak out on the controversial Confederate flag. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a big race for the mayor's seat in Georgetown, heating up just before Election Day. The
Confederate flag flying at the Marvel Carriage Museum is the center of controversy in the mayor's race. You might recall heated debates happening about 2 years ago over the town council voting to grant that museum that flies the flag funding. In the newsroom is CoastTV News reporter Charles Reinert. Charles, some recent comments made by one of the candidates about the flag have people raising their eyebrows.
Maddie, the two candidates that are running for that open mayor seat are incumbent Bill West and Councilwoman Angie Townsend. And it's some of Townsend's comments that have some people asking some questions. Now, Townsend has gone on record multiple times saying that she believes the flag is history and that she believes that if it offends people, that they should simply not pay attention to it or look at it when they drive past it. She continued to tell CoastTV this afternoon that when she voted to approve the funding for the museum, that she voted to give that money to the museum and not necessarily the flag itself. Now, her opponent, Bill West, believes the flag has its place as well, but not necessarily flying overhead.
Well, 18 years ago, that flag went up 18 years ago with a Democratic governor. Where were they 18 years ago? And now all of a sudden it's offensive. You got to ask yourself why. And I think it's the current status and what's going on in the world right now.
I think the flag belongs there. It is history, but not up in the air. It belongs in a glass enclosure inside to where people can see it and learn what the story is behind it, but then move on.
Townsend is the treasurer of the Georgetown Historical Society, which operates the Marvel Museum. She told me this afternoon that if she is elected mayor, that she would step down from that position. Now, polls are open tomorrow at 8 a.m. If you live in Georgetown, you can vote at Town Hall. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Charles. There's been so much controversy surrounding the Confederate flag in Georgetown. July 25th, 22nd was when the town council approved that funding that Charles mentioned, and it does specifically fly above the monument. August 11th, 2022, Mayor Bill West attempted to void the $25,000 check to the Georgetown Historical Society over legal concerns. Despite that, the council continued its support on September 26th, 2022. November 10th of that year, Democrats boycotted the museum carriages at the Return Day parade in protest. And in January 23rd, 2023, the NAACP urged council to cease funding the society and remove the flag, intensifying that debate.
Another town election is taking place tomorrow. The town of South Bethany heads to the polls to elect 3 council members and a mayor, each for 2-year terms. The voting takes place at Town Hall from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Voters have the choice between Edith Dundero and Tim Shaw for mayor. For the council seats, candidates include both local and non-local property owners. Absentee ballots are available and must be returned by the close of the polls.
Authorities need your help solving a horrible case. A seal was shot and found in Fenwick Island. According to Noah and Mare, a young gray seal was found severely hurt. You see him there, first with injuries they believe was caused by another animal. That was April 19th. The seal was taken to the National Aquarium Center in Ocean City for care, but sadly did not survive. An autopsy on the animal later revealed the seal had not only been bitten by another animal, but had been shot. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is offering a $4,000 reward for information that leads to a conviction. We'll show you how you can report any information on this and more on CoastTVNews.com.
Marijuana and how it's used, where it's allowed and where it's not, has dominated discussion in Sussex County for months. This Tuesday, the talk goes back to council. to the county council, that is. The council will go over an ordinance on how to regulate marijuana businesses in the county. Remember, the county is not allowed to ban the drug. Only individual towns and cities can do that. The meeting is also including a public hearing, so people can have a say on the proposed ordinance. The council will meet on Tuesday in Georgetown.
Staying with the topic of marijuana, in Dewey Beach, the town is considering a new ordinance. The proposed ordinance would change local laws, specifically about the amount of marijuana a person can have for personal use in the town. Officials say they want to update town laws so they match with new state laws after the legalization. Town Council will discuss this at its next meeting, May 17th.
In Lewis, Town Council is considering a lot next week. They're going to discuss building a new pavilion at the Lewis Public Library and updating building height regulations. Also on the agenda is a proposal to reduce lot coverage by 5%. That impacts how land is used. The meeting will further consider scheduling hearings for new taxes, including a potential increase in the short-term rental tax from 5% to 6%. The mayor and city council will meet on Monday at 5:30 p.m.
Despite ongoing debate over his salary and benefits, the new Rehoboth city manager will start working with the city on Wednesday. This comes after a 6-month-long nationwide search. Taylor Tedder, who you see on your screen, will replace former city manager Lawrence Christian. Tedder was most recently the city manager in Boulder City, Nevada. Tedder's unanimous appointment sparked discussions and debate, some saying he violates town charter, and a lot of upset over his $250,000 salary and $750,000 housing loan that will be forgiven after 7 years. To give you some perspective, the previous town manager there, the salary was about $160,000. Now, the mayor, though, backed this decision, saying that Tedder's extensive experience in community management aligns with Rehoboth's needs.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside right now. Down in the Ocean City area, you can just see how gray and kind of ugly it is outside. But we're going to go to something pretty. Our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams, got that smile bumping.
Well, I have been called many things in my day. Pretty is a rarity. Thank you. And you know what, for the record, you're pretty too, Charlie. All right, so take a look. Our Tendo's casual furniture camera, it's not so pretty unless you like gray skies. Not so pretty right now in Ocean City at 50 degrees with winds out of the east-northeast at about 11 miles per hour. Look for the gray and overcast conditions to continue throughout the rest of the evening hours as we drop and stay in the low 50s. Now, we do have a coastal flood warning. And the warning means that flooding is happening or it's imminent because not only the high tides, but because of the onshore push of water, courtesy of the winds that are along the shore. There's also a coastal flood advisory with that same concern in Worcester till 2 o'clock in the morning, and in Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico until 7 o'clock in the morning. Overall, we're looking at light scattered showers for right now, but it's not necessarily going to stay that way. Our expectations for Saturday, a nice day Saturday, not so nice on Sunday, to be honest. By 10 o'clock, 57 degrees, 61 by lunchtime, Saturday, not Sunday, and 62 to 63 degrees by the afternoon. No problems with rain on Saturday. Saturday's cool. Saturday's all right. Sunday, not so right. Now, in fact, everything's going to actually go really far to the left. We'll talk more about that coming up in a moment. Till then, Maddie, back to you.
Thank you. Now in Milford, the Walnut Street Bridge is fully open to both people and cars. The city wants to remind you, though, cars are required to yield to pedestrians crossing the bridge, as it's now an official crosswalk.
The town of Millsboro is looking for 2 volunteers for a board of adjustment. They join the board volunteers, or to join, they need to have a property in Millsboro, along with having knowledge of the problems in urban and rural development. The town says that all appointments are for a term of 3 years.
The town of Selbyville says it's making sure its water supply is safe for its people. Starting this month, the town will be conducting important cross-connection control inspections. These inspections are ensuring water public supply remains safe from any contamination through any unwanted connections. The town says water customers will receive detailed instructions via mail on how to proceed.
Pushback on a Pallet Village resurging in Georgetown, but earlier today, organizers of the Springboard Collaborative that runs the village held an event called Dispelling the Myth Homelessness in Sussex County. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us why organizations are looking to debunk the myth that the Pallet Village is actually attracting more homeless to that area.
Here at Springboard's Pallet Village, organizers aim to provide a solution to homelessness, as well as help people turn their lives around. But organizers say there have been accusations going around that Pallet Village is attracting more homeless to the area. But they say that's not true. According to the Springboard Collaborative, who runs the village, up to 100 people have been through the program, all of which were from Sussex County and were homeless in Georgetown specifically. Through Pallet Village, people are able to get health care, mental health services, addiction help, and find jobs. Judson Malone, the co-founder of Springboard Collaborative, says 80% of participants successfully find housing after living here.
Within a week of them coming in and finally having a lockable door and a warm cabin to be in, just within a few weeks, they're ready to start treatment for whatever, if they have a drug addiction problem, they're now ready to address that. When it's previously in the woods, that's how they got through the day.
Organizers say homelessness is such a growing problem because of the affordable housing crisis. In Georgetown, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
We have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Fixing up Assateague Island, what plans are on the way to prevent further erosion?
Here's a look at where the temps are right now. But you know what? We are expecting some wishy-washy rain over the weekend. I'll show you what I'm tracking in a moment.
First, the final days of roses. We say goodbye to one of the most beloved stores in Ocean City. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Discover your next vehicle at the car store. From performance to luxury, you'll find it all at unbeatable prices. The Car Store, where journeys begin and savings never end. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Looking for the perfect ride? Welcome to the Truck Store. You'll find the right truck at the right price right now. We are Delmarva's premier pre-owned truck outlet. So get to the Truck Store now and find your perfect ride. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
It's been an Ocean City icon for decades, serving all types of shoppers, but now the Roses in Ocean City, it's on its last legs.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us what's left of this soon-to-be closed store.
What would have been known as the 45th anniversary of Roses in Ocean City will now be known as their last day. Something Darlene Haney is sad to hear.
Goodbye, Roses. We'll miss you.
Roses' last day open in Ocean City will be Saturday, May 11th, which is also their 45th anniversary in Ocean City. The Ocean City Planning Commission plans to subdivide the 17-acre Plaza Mall property into 4 parcels for future development. And that starts with demolishing the Roses. With 20% off all items in the store, the shelves are quickly being cleaned out. But Haney says knowing Roses, they'll still have a variety of things for sale.
Beach stuff, beach items, furniture, lawn stuff, you name it, it has it.
As Roses begins to close up for good, people reminisce about their time at this iconic store.
I was visiting here. We used to come to Roses all the time. All the time, yeah. I'm going to miss Roses. I really, really am.
With no word yet on if Roses will ever relocate in Ocean City, people will only have until this weekend to say their goodbyes to this beloved store. I'm Kevin Zappe in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how will you remember Roses in Ocean City?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. So far now, a kind of mixed bag. 36% say it's a family spot. 36% say beach essential. 28% view it as a tourist shop.
Big change, because earlier we were just all in one category. But if you want to go be a part of the vote, go to CoastTV.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
Well, if you had to pick which day to reserve tea time, let me help you out. Dress for the cutting breeze, but the sunshine will be out in regalia on Saturday. But Sunday is a no-go. Not just because the weather's going to be bad on Sunday, but it's Mother's Day, dude. You can't golf on that day.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
Trying to quit tobacco is frustrating. You feel lost. You've tried several times, yet everywhere you turn, there are triggers pulling you back in. But there is a way out. The Delaware Quit Line. We can help get you on a path to living tobacco-free with free counseling, cessation aids, and medications. Let us help you quit for good.
You headed over to the Smith job?
I'm on it, boss.
Already? Didn't you just quote them?
That's how we roll.
All Exteriors has same-day and Saturday appointments to explain options and give you a quote on the spot.
Now your new roofing or siding is installed without delay.
Get your home cookout ready now with 55% off roofing and siding materials and payments as low as $99 a month. Call All Exteriors today for a free inspection. Roofing, siding, gutters, railing, decking, and windows. Serving Maryland and Delaware.
Jenny was playing in the yard. A large Rottweiler from the neighborhood 2 streets over got loose. It came running up to Jenny, snarling and baring its teeth. It chomped down on her arm and started dragging her away. Luckily, her mom was looking out the window and was able to intervene, but Jenny was scarred for life. Her mom knew who to call for legal help with the dog bite lawsuit case, and now you do too. Tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
The Subaru car has been an awesome change. It is definitely something that's reliable, safe. Gateway Subaru had what I was looking for. The dealership was just wonderful to deal with. Gateway really nailed it and you didn't feel pressured. They were more compassionate, willing to work with you. So Gateway provided me with the cross-check that I needed and I'm very comfortable with. Walked out with the keys in the car the same day and it's been running beautifully. And I love my Subaru.
We might stay a bit cloudy for tonight, but Saturday's looking really good and Sunday not looking so good. Our Irish Eyes camera in Lewis showing you that, hey, it's looking pretty good. A little bit on the breezy side. You can see the flags waving right now. Temperatures in the 50s, and it's just a very chilly night for the rest of the night. We're going to stay in the low 50s, but it's going to feel like the 40s or even below that because the wind's going to be really cutting and picking up momentum. A couple of other things to drop your way. The coastal flood warning is in effect for all of Sussex because of the high tides and onshore push from the winds on the water. So that's going to be a concern until 4 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. But remember, that's in tandem with the small craft advisory, which is talking about 25 mile per hour winds. That's exasperating that concern as far as that push is concerned. Now, with that being the case along the entire coastline, you also have a coastal flood advisory at the very least for us in Worcester, Berlin, Newark, Snow Hill, Colburn, those areas. In addition to that, Dorchester, Somerset, Wacomico, also under that concern until Saturday morning, 7 o'clock. Right now, we're just waiting for the heaviest of showers and more intense showers are to the south. We have some scattered showers to our north, and we're kind of sandwiched in between these two, so we'll get leftovers from both sides of that. So late Friday, we look out for spotty scattered showers. Saturday, sunshine, especially in the morning time. In the afternoon, it becomes cloudy. Then Mother's Day, kind of miserable because it's going to be cloudy and rainy and possibly even stormy on Sunday. You see, tomorrow's all kinds of sunshine. 64 in Georgetown, Laurel, and Seaford. Actually, it's going to be 59 degrees in Lewis. Winds out of the north. Then in Cambridge, 66, Vienna, 66, Federalsburg, 66, and then Ocean City, 62, Berlin, 64, Snow Hill, 64, Pocomoke City, 64 as well. The amount of rain, not too impressive, about a half an inch, maybe a little bit over that. You see, Sunday morning, we start off with scattered showers near Pocomoke with the winds onto the southeast. 9 o'clock in the morning, more rain over Willard, but light stuff. Then an embedded cell with a bit of intensity for Sunday afternoon, Ocean City at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's what we're kind of watching out for. Now, we take a look at our Sunday expectation for Sussex County, 5:30. Now, this is on Mother's Day. 51 and some light sprinkles began in Milford. Then we're looking for a line of strong storms to march through the entire county at 7 o'clock in the morning for Sunday. Some leftover remnants by 9:30. Then another round of strong storms will redevelop at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for Sunday afternoon. Okay? And that's going to be where things become the most complicated on Sunday. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. 65 on Saturday, just under 60 degrees on Sunday with widespread rain. Monday will dry off, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking for 2 days where temperatures will be in the 70s, and we'll have that chance of thunderstorms possibly in the afternoon for Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday will clear out, and Friday we will have to deal with yet another round of rain shower activity. That's a look at your forecast. Back to you.
Thank you, Paul. Assateague Island is at odds ends with the waves. Since January, erosion has caused 20 feet of the bayside picnic area to disappear. And with the waves getting closer and closer to the parking lot and building, the Park Service had to begin construction last month. They moved the building 50 feet away from the shore and moved parking spaces more up north. Assateague Island Superintendent Hugh Hawthorne explains their plans to slow down the increasing erosion.
We'll put all of those logs and some more out here, creating those barriers. We'll use those trees, and the big sand pile behind, most of that sand will go on top of the logs to make everything more stable.
With the building and parking spaces being moved, Hawthorne is hopeful to keep them there for at least the next 2 to 3 years.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. A former Delmarva standout is making waves at the college level as Cape Henlopen graduate Josh Reinhold etched his name into the NCAA record books this week. His streak of 75 consecutive games on base ended this past weekend. It's the longest stretch to begin a career in Division III history. Reinhold's streak is the longest in Christopher Newport history and the fourth time all-time in Division III records. The sophomore is currently hitting .359 this season, and he says he couldn't do it without his team and talks about what it meant to get this honor.
My teammates and coaches believed in me from the beginning. I started batting second pretty early into last season, and that showed that they had a lot of faith in me, so that gave me a lot of confidence as well. And confidence is a huge key in baseball, and I just tried to roll that into every single at-bat and every single game and just take that into my approach. I mean, it's pretty cool to take a step back and look at it. I have worked pretty hard, but I'm a team guy, and I really want to put quality at-bats together every single game to help my team win in any way possible.
That over sports. Have a great night, everybody.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
This summer's temperatures keep getting hot. Luckily, Horizon Services is here to help keep you cool. Right now, get $50 off same-day AC repair. Or go ahead and upgrade that old unit and save up to $3,700 toward a new full home comfort system. Same-day service, expert technicians, and a job done right the first time. Need service today? Horizon's help is on the way.
Hi, I just had to tell you Valley Casino has partnered with Bet Rivers in Delaware.
We've got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play.
With really fast payouts and a rewards program you'll love! Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops.
Is this awkward?
So get ready, casino fans. And Brittany.
Bet Rivers, and Valley Casino, together in Delaware. Download the app today.
Discover the lodges of coastal Delaware, featuring 2 exceptional communities with one goal: life your way. The life at the Lodge at Truett Homestead is like being on vacation every day, featuring worry-free independent living and unparalleled amenities with the convenience of a monthly rental community. Moving right down the road, experience refreshing coastal living at the Lodge at Historic Lewis, offering independent living, assisted living, and our Compass Memory Care program. Engage in vibrant activities, build lasting connections, and savor each moment. Visit our website or call today to learn how to make the Lodge lifestyle yours.
Make no mistake, America is being invaded. Biden's open border is flooding our cities with violent criminals and deadly drugs. Democrats put American families last, kicking our kids out of school to house illegals. The invasion must end. I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message. I'm running for Senate to secure the border. I'll stand with Trump, finish the wall, and deport criminal illegals to save our country.
National Train Day celebration is on track. You see what we did there? To bring a lot of excitement to Lewis on Saturday, check out the Pennsylvania Railroad caboose that sits right next to the Lewis Public Library and the recently restored Lewis Passenger Station replica. Learn about the history of the Lewis Junction Railroad and Bridge Association and its plan to restore a 1913 steam engine and add it to its varied display. This is all happening on Saturday from 10 to 2.
Yeah, and Saturday's going to be a good day to enjoy outside activity. Sunday, not so much. Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City. We're going to stay in the low 50s with cloudy skies. Coastal flood warning is active for all of Sussex. We have windy conditions along the coast. We have flood statements active for Dorchester, Somerset, Wacomico. And we do have a little bit of concern with winds off the shore for us in Ocean City. Our first alert weather line, be sure you call because it's just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandela's, Brockstead, and Federico. It's 443-880-9100. And here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Saturday's okay. Sunday, Mother's Day, I'm sorry, I did my best, but it's just an opportunity for indoor activities for Mom. How's that? Monday's going to be okay. Tuesday and Wednesday, more scattered showers and another round of rain Friday. And next Saturday is actually not looking all that great. But since that's so far away, we won't push the panic button just yet.
Sounds good, Paul. Thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
Doesn't sound good. There's a lot of rain in there. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great night.